Let's start with the decisions by the Big Ten and Pac-12 today to punt on fall football. The conference has made the official announcements this afternoon, with the Big Ten saying that after consulting with health experts, quote, it became abundantly clear that there was too much uncertainty regarding potential medical risks to allow our student athletes to compete this fall, close quote. Frank, what do you think of these decisions? And do you see the whole Power Five moving on to the winter or spring?
Not yet. You know, even the ACC is using a doctor from Duke, Cameron Wolfe, as a consultant, and he thinks they could pull it off. We know that the SEC wants to play. I feel so badly for all the athletes in the Pac-12, in the Big Ten, in all the sports that wanted to play. But, Michael, remember, everyone knows what football means for those schools, financially, what it means for the towns that they play in. The presidents and chancellors of these schools want football. They're looking out for the safety and well-being of the athletes. You could say whatever you want. They're wrong for doing it. I happen to agree with them. It's the right thing to do. Kick the rock down the road a little bit. Maybe you can play in the spring.
I agree with that, particularly that last sentiment you expressed, Frank. It's a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a couple of presidents in the Big Ten specifically, certainly my own at Northwestern. I know how hard a decision this is. I know he's at every football game. I mean, even at Northwestern, a small private school known for a lot of stuff, not football, our lives still in some degree revolve all fall, every week. I'm a season ticket holder, I know, around football. And I certainly, I'm going to use the word applaud the presidents and for not listening to the likes of the people at Nebraska, a school that comes in and is doing the biggest whining. You know what? The Big Ten has operated for 116 years, most of them damn successful without Nebraska, which has been around for the last 9. And with apologies to, I got a lot of friends from Nebraska, starting with my dear friend Mike Gleason. You're just going to have to plug your ears up. Because you know what I hope somebody on that call said to Nebraska's representatives, even as president? Get the hell out.
Yeah.
If you want to turn and tuck tail after you receive $52 million of guaranteed TV money every year, then go. Go somewhere else. You know, what a inflated sense of self the Nebraska football program has that hasn't done a damn thing in like a decade or more. They've done nothing. And now they want to tuck tail. I hope somebody said, get out. Because I understand the football coaches want to play and the players want to play. I want to see them play.
Yeah.
But the presidents have to exert something and exercise something we haven't seen much of in the country when it comes to the pandemic, and that is leadership. And that's what they've done. And I know it pains them, Frank, but if you can, like you said, kick it down the road a little bit, maybe the country will be in a better place and we can have college football in the spring.
Yeah, and Nebraska is acting as if the president said, we're doing away with college football in the Big Ten. All they said is for this year, they hope to play in the spring. It's hard to believe that we're not going to get Ohio State, Michigan, and some of those great games that you get in the Pac-12. But I think the presidents are doing the right thing here. I feel badly for seniors, though, Mike, especially for the guys that aren't going to go to the NFL, where this is their last year playing football. Now, listen, if there's no football in the spring, could they come back for another year? Perhaps. But you know there's going to be a large portion of them that'll graduate, move on, and never get that senior season. That's too bad.
There's no easy answer here. And sometimes I've heard a lot of football coaches that seem to think there's an easy answer. And by the way, this notion that the football coaches I heard, including Franklin at Penn State, who I thought on Get Up this morning was really reasonable and measured. I liked hearing him. But there's this notion that, well, we don't know what they're saying. Yeah, you know what they're saying. The health experts consulting with Big Ten's leadership are saying, we shouldn't do this. So stop saying we don't know what they're saying.
I know.
We know exactly what they're saying. And so this is a crisis. This is the story of a crisis anywhere. We're talking about one in America where you are just so disappointed to the point of devastation. And that, I understand that for these kids. Frank, I hope there could be some answers where they come up, where eligibility can be moved over. I don't know what the answers are, but it doesn't look like playing football in the fall is going to be one of them.
And I get it why the coaches and the players want to play, but the presidents have to look out for everything.
Yes.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.